All right, hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Yeah.
It's nice to finally meet you. As you
Same.
know, my name is Janisha Bergwin and Miss Kayla Tate. So
Yes.
finally to meet you in person over, instead of being on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm really happy to be able to actually sit down and meet with you because I'm just very excited to see what's going on. So within this quick session today, I will be speaking to you using the reality theory.
Okay.
Basically, we will be speaking about things that's going on in the present, and want you to know that. And I want you to know that you are responsible for what you do. Like right now, we're not trying to focus on the past more so. So we try to just stick with the present and move forward, and for you to believe in the truth that you have. Is that?
I think I can
sounds
do
good?
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I know we get into a little bit about why you was coming to speak with me today,
Yeah.
but since you're here in person, can you just talk to me about what's going on?
So I'm currently in the process of trying to do a career change. I'm currently a teacher. I have been for the last 6 years. However, I'm starting to realize, or I've always realized and known that it wasn't a long-term goal of mine. However, initially starting out in teaching, I was trying to become an attorney. So I did a year of law school. At the school that I was at, I realized wasn't really the school for me. I did finish my first year, but then I transitioned into teaching. COVID hit, so I stayed into teaching. And, as a teacher, I realized that there are things that I'm interested in terms of helping and being able to provide a voice for, my students and kind of teaching them not just things in the curriculum, but life-related things. However, I kind of gave up on the idea of being an attorney, and instead, I realized what was it that I wanted to do related to that field, and that would probably be counseling. Because as a teacher, you are a teacher, but you're also a mom, a sister, a counselor.
Yes.
You do it all. And so I realized being able to kind of talk to my students and help them work through their problems, but realize that they have a voice and learn how to advocate for themselves is definitely one of those things that I think I want to kind of get into. So, yeah.
Oh, that sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
Going from wanting to be a lawyer and then actually did that and realized whoa, this is not for me. And I'm glad that you was able to realize that instead of continue to do it and get down that road and this is not what I want to do.
Yeah.
So leaving from there, doing teaching, COVID hitting to deciding that you want to do counseling.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
that's pretty awesome. So I have to let you know that. So do you know which kind of so what do you want to do within counseling? Do you a school counseling, mental health, rehab? What's?
I'm kind of interested in school counseling. I've talked to my school counselor at the school that I teach at, and just kind of get a little bit of an idea about what her job looks like, her role and stuff. So that's an interest of mine. And just kind of seeing, where that right there goes. I have looked into maybe the clinical side, but I'm still a little unsure, and I don't really know. So
right at this moment, what are you doing to basically help you understand in which direction you feel like you should go with?
So I applied to grad school, waiting to see if I get in. At A&T, and so I was
Aggie Pride.
And so I'm interested to see, how that process right there goes, to kind of, see if that's really what I'm interested in doing. I know that, of course, with the program, you do an internship and a practicum, so you get to experience, while you're in school, and whatnot. I've heard great things about A&T's program, so I figured, why not? And if I get in, then, of course, I'll be able to get hopefully a better idea of whether or not that's the path that I want to take.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I went to North Carolina A&T back in my day, so
Not a little back in your day.
Yeah, back in my day. So I'm always going to support you when it comes to that.
Absolutely.
I will always support you when it comes
Yeah.
to that. So I just do want to take.
I went to A&T for undergrad, so
see, I knew it was there. So in what degree, so within you talking to I know I remember you telling me that you was talking that you spoken to your school counselor at your school to see like her day to day, like how was her job going, the things she do, and that what really made you want to pursue moving forward, that you wanted to do that. So within you speaking with your counselor at the school, checking out the program at ENT, applying to the program, do you feel like the things that you're doing is like enhancing your decision and what you're making?
Yes, I will say that I do think that I'm going down the right path. I mean, I kind of am in the same boat. Like, even whenever I applied to law school, getting in and like starting, it wasn't until I actually got in the program that I was kind of like, whoa, you know, this isn't quite for me. So I'm hoping that I don't encounter that same experience. But I mean, I feel really good about, you know, the fact that I even applied. It took me a minute to actually build up the courage to do so. I kept saying I'm gonna do, and then I finally did it. And so I do feel good about it. Decisions come out this Friday, and so interested to see, you know, where I'm at. So, but I think that if I'm definitely able to get in, and that's the path that I know I want to take, then I could see, you know, myself really getting into it and diving in, because I try to have that type of mentality. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's great. Like once you got your mindset on something, you're gonna just move forward with it, and you're set with it.
Yeah.
So that is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So I must say, so with you moving moving forward within your life and making these life decisions within your career and everything in that nature, what do you feel like that make you pause and feel that you shouldn't do something, or you're scared to do something? Because I know you was having that time and applying to school. So what was making you feel that way?
I guess just this whole idea of like, well, one, what if I don't get in? Does that right there end up being, you know, the end all be all? I'm definitely very spiritual, so I definitely tried to listen to what God had to tell me about, you know, the decision, you know, and trying to figure out, you know, is this the direction that I'm supposed to go in? And, you know, because God moves in God's own time frame, you just never know. Is it one of those situations where it's like I'm hearing things correctly? And then I would say, you know, having conversations with my mom, she was really pushing like going back into law school. But then I had to kind of realize it's my decision and what I actually want to do. And my experience there just wasn't for me.
It wasn't for you, yes.
Yeah.
And as long as you was able to realize that this is not for me, and you making that decision then is putting you in the position that you're in now, and when you moving forward, that it will allow you to just enhance like your experiences, your education, your like just for you as a person, to move into this world that we're in now. So because you know it's a crazy world that we're in right now. So I'm glad that you was able to understand that and get that and realize that the decisions that you make pushes you and keep you going within how things going now. Yeah. So with you realizing that you wanted to switch up the thing, like how you was going with things within being in law school, becoming a teacher, applying for counseling, waiting for the decision to come out, which I am going to let you know that I know for sure that you're going to get in. So
thank you.
We're going to just speak that.
Yes,
because it will happen.
That's definitely in the plans. It's definitely in the plans.
Yes, so it's like that was I was heading to that direction next, like within your planning. So how do you plan to move forward with everything once you get everything situated with getting accepted? Because like I said, I'm gonna speak it up. So how do you plan on moving forward within that?
I mean, if I end up getting accepted, when I get accepted, thank you. Yes, when I get accepted, thank you for that.
We're going to speak in the present.
Yes. When I get accepted, then I'm going to, of course, start in the fall. So really, I'll spend the summertime kind of, you know, just preparing and getting myself together. I may end up revisiting the conversation that I had with my school counselor. She's really cool. She went to A&T as well, so.
Of course.
Yeah. So I think being able to kind of look to her as like a mentor and seeing if I can maybe actually get that mentorship. I haven't asked her just yet if she would be willing to serve as a mentor. That'll probably be one of the things that I would like to pursue. Because it may even be helpful actually as I think about it. Because she's school counselor, but she also has a background in clinical mental health as well. She did like the double.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, really being able to maybe talk to her and see if, you know, there might be something I might be interested in as well, to kind of hear about what her schedule looks like. I'm going to have to, I didn't really think about that. I'll have to, you know, kind of have that conversation with her. Yeah. So then that way, whenever I go in, I can have that mindset prepared and like ready to kind of hit the ground running when it comes to tackling both majors. But yeah, like I said, I'll start in the fall and just kind of, you know, we hope for the best and that all end up going well.
Yes, that's really good. Your plan with how you're going to move forward with everything, I love it.
Yes, thank you.
And I just want you to know that, like, it sounds great. So the more you can do is just stick with it, be patient, and just move forward.
Yeah.
Like, you sound very comfortable with how you're speaking about it. And as long as you know that that's what you want to do, or that's how you want to, like, live life and move forward with everything, you got it.
Thank you.
And
I
just always just go with how you're thinking, what you're thinking, and just remember that you're you.
I got it.
You got it.
I got it.
As long as you're feeling comfortable with your decisions that you're making to enhance you in your future.
Yeah,
sounds great.
That was definitely a learning experience for me. So you know, I'm still getting comfortable with it, but I appreciate it.
But you must definitely get it. I can see it.
Thank you.
So I appreciate you speaking with me today. I will look forward to speaking with you again, so you can let me know
about your decision.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.